Hello, I am Sarah Millican and welcome to episode 27 of How to Be Champion Storytime. I hope you're having a good day. I am building up to tidying my office, let's call it that. It's probably not going to happen until the next really rainy day because I just want to sit outside whenever it's sunny. So I think that might be 3 or 4 days time I might build up. I'm only telling you this so that I feel like someone knows, so I have to do it. Do you ever do that? Yeah. My office is a tip. And then maybe I'll start doing these for my office. That's when you'll know if it's tidy enough. Anyway, let's get on with this. This is not, you've not come for the pointless chat. You've come for the words of the book. So we're still in the chapter, I've had proper jobs. And we're in the bit where I talk about working at the job centre. Episode 27. Sorry, tiny burp. Wasn't even a tiny burp. That was a medium-sized burp. I'm so sorry. I mean, you're lucky. Honestly, you would tell if I was farting because I'm on a wooden chair. Oh, the quacks, the quacks. Anyway. Part of the job you don't get trained for is counselling. Sometimes broken men and women sit in front of you and I'd always try to boost their confidence, give them some pointers that might help and be sympathetic and always positive. An old man cried at my desk once. He was probably only in his 60s, but recent events had knocked the life out of him and made him look old. His wife had died suddenly and he'd been fired from work for taking time off to grieve. Arseholes. It's not in the book, that bit, but arseholes. I hope I helped him. I tried to comfort him as he cried silently at my desk. I tried to boost his confidence about getting him back into work. Warehousing is hard to get a bloke in his 60s back into when 25-year-olds are going for the same jobs. I put him on my caseload, which meant that when it was quiet, I'd do job searches for him and ring him about jobs that had come in. He was always very receptive to help and seemed like such a nice man. I told him to keep his ear to the ground in case a job popped up that didn't get advertised with us. You have to be looking everywhere. Teach a man to fish and all that. I wanted to give him hope. There's always hope. I found this job hard in an emotional sense. I would regularly go home and have a little cry about some of the things I dealt with. But also, it was probably the job that was furthest from what I really wanted to do, which was write. In W.H. Smith's, I was surrounded by books and pens, and even though in the cinema my main job was warming cheese, it was still a place that celebrated art. Working at the job centre made me feel sad and untapped. I was still writing short films and plays in my spare time, but it was a hard job. I used to try to get knocked over on the way into work. Not to die, just to break a leg or a few ribs and get some time off, proper time off. It was a busy road, but bloody hell they were careful drivers. Looking back, I think this was depression, but I didn't use the word at the time. With the disappearance of telephone boxes, I sometimes wonder where people who hate their jobs go to cry. There was one opposite the job centre where I'd either be ringing the bank to consolidate all of my loans into one fucking huge unmanageable one as more was going out than coming in, or crying. Oh, footnote, by this time I was married and living in a rented flat which turned out to be incredibly damp. We thought it was weird that posters peeled off the walls every time we put them up. Turns out the walls were wet and our books were ruined. And our health hitty-missy. I once had a cold for a few weeks and couldn't seem to shake it. I was pulled in by my manager and asked to sign a statement, Sarah endeavours to eat more oranges. Crying is good for you. It's like releasing a valve. I don't know what valves are, but I know that opening one up a little stops it blowing later down the line. I think I might have learnt that from The Simpsons. While it sounds sad, those cries were very good for me and helped me get back to my desk to work. I was worried that staying too long on frontline would desensitise me to emotions, so I was very glad to be headhunted to be part of a new team that would be working out the back of Felon Job Centre, 6 metro stops away. It was a call centre where the only thing I'd be doing was job searches. I was one of a team of about 10. We all worked in the same room, which had a small kitchenette off it, where one of the girls pinned passive-aggressive poems about cleaning the microwave, and the tea club biscuit tin lid was never on. Because we were in such a small room with our own loos and everything, we didn't have to go far to get anything. A few of us learnt you could even wheel your chair to the kitchenette and the printer, meaning there was hardly any need at all to get out of your chair. I put 2 stone on in about 4 months. This was one of my favourite jobs. It was such a fun team of positive people determined to help folk find work. One of the women read 10 Mills and Boone a week and did poos that sometimes needed breaking up with a stick. One of the men used to take toilet breaks as well as tea breaks, but we still liked him. He had funny names for his friends and they for him. He was once on a break and our boss, a lovely middle-class woman, we never saw use the toilet, but who definitely knew how to tie a chiffon scarf, answered his phone and delivered a message when he returned. She was quite posh, remember. Gavin, she said, there's been a Captain Blackbush on the phone for you. His funny name was Captain Cactus Pants. Or so I thought. Turns out it was actually Captain Cacked His Pants, as on one occasion he had done just that. And that's the end of episode 27. I do hope you enjoyed it. Have a good restive day. Do something that makes you happy. Maybe have a biscuit or watch a TV programme. Pointless. I'm always watching Pointless, shouting the answers out. And ring a friend. Do something that makes you happy if you can. I'm sending you all my love. Please wash your fucking hands. Stay in the fucking house. Lots of love. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hello, it's Sarah Millican here. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Don't forget to like, pop a comment below, and why not stick around to watch a few more? I'm sure those emails or those dishes can wait a bit longer.